Hey yo, and welcome back to the Hardy Times. Next episode in the books. My name is Scott.
I'm Leslie.
And we have another episode to you today. We have some real estate we want to talk about. We have some fun, some Super Bowl stuff, some games, all things that I think you guys will enjoy.
Yeah, we're excited. Welcome back. We just wanted to get right into the real estate.
Yep.
So let's. We were just thinking back on what happened last week, or kind of the past couple weeks, and it's kind of a common theme that we have been talking about, and it's just the significance of who you choose as a lender. So, tell us more, Scott.
Definitely. That is a very important component when it comes to buying a house. So what I would say is this. For any first-time home buyer, you want to choose a lender. A lender is somebody that's going to lend you the money for the mortgage. And it's very important that you choose a local lender that you're familiar with, that you're comfortable with, one that you have a good rapport with. So we can recommend some. I've worked with a number of them and highly recommend a few. Be more than happy to recommend them to you. But we're talking about this today is because we've had some instances where people have changed their mind with lenders because they didn't really know them too much up front. So we always recommend use somebody that's local. The biggest reason is communication.
Yeah.
They're going to ask for a few things from you, bank statements, all that kind of thing to get pre-approved. But, the communication line needs to be wide open. So if you get a bad vibe from a lender or just don't feel comfortable, reach out. We'll get you in touch with somebody that we like and can walk you through the process.
Yeah, another thing on that is responsiveness. So if you're getting the feeling like they're not responding to you or they're not getting ahead of what, the things that they need from you, it's very important. We've seen this delay settlements before, like lenders that are out of state that aren't necessarily going to be at closing. It just makes a big difference. I think when you have that relationship with your lender and you're going to see them there at the settlement table, it makes you more comfortable, but most importantly, that they're working on it, and yeah.
And fellas, this is example that I've seen. It's important to get pre-approved before you start looking at homes, and I'm going to give you a quick example. Let's say you and your girlfriend or wife are looking to buy a home, and you fall in love with some homes that are in the 400 range, 450, and I take you out, and you like the home, and all of a sudden we're like, all right, let's put an offer in. So you got to get pre-approved because you need a pre-approval before you can submit an offer. If you and your wife, significant other, love a home and it's in the 450 range and you want to put the offer in, we got to backtrack and do the pre-approval. And let's say the pre-approval process lends you 310 or 320 or 330 and you're far off of the number that you want to buy. And then you got to backtrack. You can't really look at homes at that price because you can't afford it. Trust me when I tell you, that's a tough conversation to have with your wife, significant other. Say, hey, honey, we can't buy a house for 450. We're more in the 320 range. So it's better to be better prepared up front and have all your ducks in a row. That way you're not backtracking.
Yeah, first and foremost, establish that relationship, choose your lender, go over the financials, and then that way it'll be way more smooth sailing.
100%. 100%. Highly recommend. As part of the process, contact the lender, get your pre-approval. Then once you have an idea of the price, that's when the neighborhood, taxes, all that stuff comes into play, and you can get a better idea of what you're going to pay monthly too, which helps you stay organized.
Definitely. One thing that we wanted to let you know for next time, we thought it'd be a really good idea to get a lender on with us. So get excited for that. We think that it's going to give you way more insight into what the process is to get pre-approved. So look forward to that next week.
Oh yeah, and they'll go into more details too.
Yeah.
Like we kind of just touched on it briefly. Next week when we bring a lender in, they'll go exactly into what you need to get in terms of pay stubs, bank history. They're going to look at debt, but I'm going to let the lender next week go into more detail with that.
Also, another thing going on next week that we want to let you guys know about is we are having a home buyer happy hour. It's going to be in Havertown. We do have a lender there, so they'll be able to answer questions there as well if you want to just stop by. Love to have you. Bring your coworkers, your friends. If you do want to come, let us know. Just reach out to us and we'll get you the details.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys. Let me know. Reach out to me or Leslie. We'll let you know further details where it's going to be next week. I'd love to see you guys. Love to.
Just anyone that's thinking about it, even if it's, a couple years out, it's always good to get, that knowledge firsthand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we got
What
some
else we got?
topics we want to talk about today outside the real estate world.
Well, yeah. It's a very, very big weekend.
It
right?
is. So Super Bowl. We have the Super Bowl coming up. Tom Brady and the Patriots are back.
Yeah.
Eagles, all Eagles fans out there, we took care of him last year, but he's back again. And it got me thinking, this was, a discussion I had with some of my friends. He's the greatest football player ever, in my mind. He is. He's the best of his sport. I think he's earned the right at this point in time. And it got me thinking, who is the best athlete in their respective sports? And then to piggyback on that, who is the best athlete of all time? Who is the best of the best? And, Tom Brady football. I thought of Wayne Gretzky hockey. I thought of basketball is a pretty easy one. Michael Jordan. Sorry, LeBron James. You're not even close. I'm a LeBron James hater.
Wow.
But Michael Jordan is the top of his sport. I had a tough time picking baseball. I wanted to say Barry Bonds, but with all the steroid drama surrounding him, I think it
What
was
about,
tough to
this
say
is
that one.
way back in the day, but Ken Griffey Jr.?
Well, he's not too far back in the day. He's the man. Ken Griffey's the man, but I don't think he's the best of the best.
I just
He coined the backwards hat, and he had a nice swing, but he's not the best of the best. And it's
Okay.
tough with baseball, too, because you got to factor in pitchers. And if you go way back in the day,
yeah, definitely didn't think of that. Yeah, definitely.
we have to factor in players that we never saw play. So that's a tough one, too.
I'm
but
just, not really on top of the sports knowledge there, but that did come to mind for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Who
a
else?
tough one.
I
Who
got
else?
John Elway.
John Elway.
Go Broncos.
Go Broncos. You're not from Colorado, are you? Biased opinion
Yeah.
for John Elway.
What do you think? Were you
He's-
impressed by
he's
him
good.
when he was around?
He was good. He's really good. It took him to the end of his career to win a Super Bowl, but
Yeah.
he's definitely up there. I could think of 4 or 5 quarterbacks I'd take over him, but he's in the top
Okay.
tier of players of all time. Another one that I forgot too, Goff, Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
He changed the sport.
Oh, yeah.
He's at the elite of not only his sport but all athletes.
Terry was just showing me that video of his hole-in-one at the tournament that's coming up this weekend that I don't know the name. Do you know? You don't know golf. You don't.
Yeah. No. I'm
You're not
an
a
expert
golfer.
mini golfer in Ocean City, New Jersey, but other than that, I have no idea with golf. That's not my thing.
Okay, well, hole-in-one, that's impressive.
It is.
It
It
always
is.
is.
So
Wait, we got someone
point
chime
of
in.
this-
Wait, White Goodman dodgeball.
White Goodman dodgeball.
Very.
Do you know who that is?
Nope.
That
Nope.
White Goodman is Ben Stiller in dodgeball.
Oh,
who is the
funny.
man?
That
Yeah,
would be so
you know
cool.
what? He's earned the right to say he's the best in dodgeball, so I got to give him props on that. But the reason we want to talk about this is, so who is the best of each sport? Who is the best of all time? And it's painful for me to admit this because I'm a little bit of a Tom Brady hater, but I respect his dominance. Tom Brady
Is that your choice?
might say that he's the best athlete of all time. Forget football. Could be every sport.
Wow, that's a
Him and
statement.
Michael Jordan were like 1 and 1A. Wayne Gretzky is the king of hockey. I would put him right under him. And then you got Tiger. So who's the best? I
Okay,
want to hear
yeah,
from you.
we
Who do you think
wanna
is the
know.
best athlete of all time? And if I'm wrong about their respective sports, like if I'm wrong about football, if I'm wrong about golf, hockey, you think somebody better than Wayne, I guess Gordie Howe would be somebody to think about, but he's old, so I've never seen him play. Chime in and let me know who you think the best prospective athlete for their sport is, and are they better than Tom Brady? I think we could talk next week, and if he wins another Super Bowl,
Yeah.
that'll help his case.
Okay, I'm curious to know too. Please chime in, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, shall we play a game?
Game it up. Let's do
Okay.
it.
All right, so we thought it'd be very fitting to do a little Super Bowl themed game. So, kind of made this one up. So let's see how it goes. But
Here we go.
this little this or that game, Super Bowl themed. Okay, what do you think? Watch Super Bowl at a party / bar or the comfort of your own home?
At home by yourself.
Yeah, or like with your significant other, like
I would
low
say-
key.
I would say
Party
best
or
possible scenario,
low-key?
not at a bar, at a party with your friends.
Okay.
I think that's the best way
So
to
what are
watch
you
the Super
doing?
Bowl.
What are you doing for the Super Bowl this weekend?
I'm having a party
Yeah.
with some of my friends.
Yes.
No, because you can still hear at the bar. You risk like you can't hear things.
Yeah, you can't.
You got people nudging
have
you.
a good seat.
If you're at a party
Can't
with your
see.
friends, you could hang with your best people. You could talk about the game and still enjoy it.
in
and
the
stuff your
comfort of
face.
your own home. Okay, so kind of all
Yeah.
in all. Okay. All right, this is gonna be, I think, a tough one. Food.
Food,
Main dish.
main dish.
Is it chili or is it pizza?
Oh my God. It's my two favorite foods. I painfully will say chili.
I thought you
Chili.
said
I love pizza, but chili, I make chili like once a week
it's
on
like
the
your
crock pot.
go-to.
It is.
Yeah.
Turkey chili. Yeah, chili.
To
I can't believe I'm saying anything negative on pizza. It's blasphemy,
It's
but
this or that. That's how the game goes.
yeah.
What about for appetizer? Wings or nachos?
Nachos.
Nachos?
Give me nachos. Give
Really?
me nachos with cheese mixed in, layered in the nachos, chicken, and jalapeno peppers chopped up. Give me chicken nachos with melted cheese over
With the
everything.
works. I got
The
it.
works.
I gotcha. Okay. Okay, aside from the game, because I know you look forward to that. What about otherwise? Commercials or halftime show? look forward to the most?
Halftime show. Halftime show. Yeah, I always think it's impressive because they get like, at least the NFL tries to get the elite of the elite
Yeah.
perform at halftime. So I'm always game to see what they bring. The only thing I don't like though, not to digress, is that halftime for the Super Bowl is double of what a normal NFL game is. So you gotta wait, especially if your team's
Yeah.
playing. Like last year with the Eagles, it was a long halftime. I'm like, come on, I don't care. Let's
I
go.
know.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's
get
go.
back to it.
But now that I don't really have a stake in a race, I would say halftime show.
Okay. What's your favorite artist that's been on the halftime show? Put you on the spot.
Mm,
Can you think of one?
Bruce Springsteen.
Okay.
That's my answer. Bruce.
All right, last one. Betting or no betting?
Betting or
What's
no
your take
betting?
on that? Yeah.
I think betting is fine just as long as you're doing it responsibly. There's some
Gives you
bets
some
that you
skin
can
in the
make. 'Cause
game.
the NFL have a million different prop bets. You could bet on the coin toss. You can bet
I know
on,
there's so many crazy.
That's a good one. And one of my
bets.
favorites is the over-under national anthem. And I did this a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And I YouTubed who was singing and timed it and then bet on the under. And then I realized whoever was singing, it's their stage. It's the Super Bowl. So they milked it.
Obviously
And it
gonna
went like 20
go
seconds
all out.
over. So I learned that. Another cool one, too, is you could bet on the color of the Gatorade that's dumped on the winning coach's head.
Yeah, like these are. I had no idea. There's
know.
so many different bets.
So if you're not a
Kind of
sports
makes it
fan,
fun. Yeah, kind of
if
makes
you're
it
not a
fun for
sports
people
fan,
that
it's another thing you could add on to. And I don't recommend betting big, $20, $30 here and there.
Okay. What about coin toss? What are you thinking?
Heads.
Heads? Are you always heads?
I'm always heads. Tails always fails.
Really?
Is my motto.
You think
Yeah.
so?
Yeah, I've had good luck
So
with
you think they're
heads.
gonna go heads? Who gets to pick? How do they decide that?
That's a good question. Who does get to pick? I don't know. I don't know who gets to pick,
Okay.
but I know they have these like crazy coins at the Super Bowl that's like
Yeah, I know.
specific for each Super Bowl that are probably worth like $20,000 bid on eBay or something like that. But a lot of people that do bet on the coin toss, I'm sure they'll be tuned in.
Man,
for
I
that
wonder
coin
how
toss.
much the coin toss for last year went for, and like who got it. It's very
I don't know.
interesting to think about.
I don't know. I'd be curious to see how much money actually changes hands with the coin toss. How many people bet on the coin
Yeah.
toss? That'd be an interesting stat.
All right, well maybe we can find out.
We'll do our research. We'll be
Yeah.
back.
If anyone knows, let us know also.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, I think that's all we got today.
Yeah.
You excited?
Short, sweet,
Excited
right to
for
the
weekend,
point.
though?
Yeah, I think, and I want to give a Super Bowl prediction. I think the Patriots are going to win.
Yeah, me
I
too.
do. I think they're better than the Rams. One of my best buddy, Billy. Sorry, bud. He's a big Rams fan,
Aw.
but I think Tom Brady is hungry. He wants another championship. And us beating them last year, and by us I mean the Eagles,
Yeah.
I think he's coming back hungry. I
Yeah.
think they get the win. I'd be shocked if they don't win, actually, I think. Yeah, they're going to get
I
it
like
done.
rooting for the underdog though.
Me too. Me too. unless you bet on the favorite.
We shall see.
Yes, we shall see. So
Okay.
hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
Let us know your Super Bowl picks. Feel free to comment. If you have any questions about the happy hour they're going to have next week, we love to share and get you
Yeah.
guys some of the detail on that. And until further notice, next week.
We'll see you next
We'll
time.
see ya.
See you next Wednesday.
Peace.
Bye.